everybody, welcome to the show. I'm chatting today with the indomitable and absolutely awake Chip Zdarsky. Welcome to the show, man.
What does indomitable mean?
It means unable to be dominated, I believe. It
Well,
means you
that's
can't be
not
take.
true.
It means you can't be knocked down.
That's not true. So you got to take that back because, first of all, I love being dominated.
Yeah. Well, that's fair. Oh, unconquerable, I guess is the right word.
Unconquerable. Okay. All right. You can't conquer me. You can dominate me. You can't conquer me.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, can you imagine the situation where it's like, yeah, I'm one of those extreme dominatrixes. I need to conquer you.
I
Like,
can't imagine it.
right? Like,
'Cause-
I need to be conquered. I'm sorry. Like, you need to go to my job and like you gotta meet my parents and you gotta just conquer the whole thing.
Yeah. No, I can picture it.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
I did work on sex criminals for 10 years, so I can picture most anything to do with sex and
yeah.
power dynamics.
Was there anything in Sex Criminals where you were like, all right, so I'm experienced, but I'm gonna have to look this up.
No, no. My 20s were
We're
a
wild.
thing. So yeah.
Yeah. I've seen the Flash costume. I know. You're right.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, hot damn.
But yeah, welcome to the show, man. It's good to
Yeah,
talk
man.
to you. We were reminiscing just a few minutes ago about how the last time we saw each other was at New York Comic Con,
Mhm.
and well, last year.
Yeah.
And I remember we were kind of hashing out whether we were going to do the show, and you were like, "That sounds great. I got plenty of time. I'm not going to New York Comic Con. I don't have to deal with that." And I
Yeah.
assume great decision. Don't miss it at all. Didn't get sick.
No. No, I'm one of those rare comic creators who does not have FOMO about anything really. Like I'm happy to miss all of it. I think for comic creators a lot of FOMO comes from like um feeling like as if they're not seen by editors and other
Right.
creators, they won't be thought of for projects. And I've never really had that in my head.
Yeah.
Um Not because I'm like some massive success or anything, but also just like I don't know. I'm just doing my own thing. Like if somebody doesn't hire me because they didn't see
Didn't
me
see
at
you.
San
Yeah.
Diego or whatever, I'm like I don't know. That's
That's
not really a
weird.
business I really care to be in. Yeah.
Fair. Yeah.
Um. So yeah. I don't. I mean, I like meeting readers, but like shows like New York Comic Con are just like such a intense thing, and it's hard to have quality interactions when there's so many people kind of vying for your attention.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah, I prefer the smaller shows, but even that, it's like I don't know. Like if I do like a 3-day show in the States, like it's a day of travel, then the 3 days, and then a day of travel back, and then probably a day to
Recuperate, kind of
recuperate.
decompress, take all your
And
stuff out. Yeah.
and like if you get sick, then you're
Oh,
losing a whole other week on top of that. So yeah, hard to justify when I've got so many things to do.
yeah, yeah. I completely hear you, man. I've only started going to San Diego for the past couple of years, and for me, because New York is right around the corner, so
Yeah,
it's almost like even when I plan on not going, I end up going anyway.
yeah,
You
it's
know,
in your backyard. Like
I'm
yeah,
just like, I'd feel like
yeah,
a jackass if I didn't go. And there's only been a couple times where I've really regretted doing that. It's really on a Sunday. It's usually when I'm
yeah,
like, well, I've had a collective 4 hours of sleep over the last
yeah,
72
yeah,
hours.
yeah,
So I guess I'll go. And then I'm like, that was a bad idea. But
yeah.
but San Diego, I'm like, this is great. You know, it's sunny. I can always think about going in the pool and never do. It's great.
Yeah, and like I mean, maybe it's changed since I've been there, but like comic creators aren't in the basement.
No, they don't cram you in the cellar. And the city celebrates you. You know, San Diego's very excited to have you. And like, there's all
Hmm.
this like sprawling stuff. You could have a meeting impromptu, just like over someplace, not necessarily in the convention center, and it would work out great. But at New York, like, once you're outside the Javits, they're like, get out of here.
Which I
Hey.
kind of like because it just means you're in New York. Like I
Yes.
like New York, so I like going to restaurants and seeing things and
Yeah.
people and like
Ain't
have
nobody gonna
actual.
bug you. You'll probably not bump into anybody from work or the con if you go far enough. Like if you go
Yeah,
like more than 3 blocks, you're a
I know
ghost.
it's great. It's great.
Yeah.
No, I did. I mean, yeah, I remember. I remember last time I was in New York Comic Con, I left. I had to get lunch, and I'm just like, I just got to get as far away from the convention as possible. So I walked blocks and blocks and blocks. Got to a pizza place, got a slice, stood outside, and somebody came up to me and was like, "Can I show you my portfolio?" I'm like, yes, you can. And so I'm eating my slice while the guy's like balancing his portfolio, and I'm like, oh yeah, well you got some tangents there, like like
You're like,
6 blocks away.
yeah, you have the lifespan of this slice to show me your portfolio.
Yeah,
When the
yeah.
crust is gone, that's time.
No, you're out. Yeah,
That's not a bad meeting schedule. I like that kind of stopwatch. That's my kind
yeah,
of speed.
yeah. Is this
Yeah.
a one or a two slice meeting?
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to incorporate that into my life. If only I were the one calling the meetings, but I'm the one who's desperately trying to get invited to them. So doesn't really work that way.
Oh, oh, meetings are the worst. I don't miss them.
Yeah,
Um, like the one nice thing about comics is, especially working at Marvel, is that it's so intense putting out comics.
sure.
Like these editors have to handle like so many issues that and so many problems to get them out every week. Like they don't have time for meetings,
Right.
which is great. I mean, bad in the sense they don't have time. But when you do have a meeting, it is focused, it is targeted.
Yeah, they're like, "Well, no one has time to be here right now, so let's get the thing done. What do
It's
we
as
need to
few
work
people
out?"
as possible. We're just like boom, boom, boom. And I think within Marvel, it's probably hard because they're within Disney. So
Sure.
I think Disney probably prefers to have meetings, and maybe Marvel's just like, yeah, like, all right, Disney, can we get back to work?
Right?
Because comics is intense. It's probably the most intense division of Disney, I'd imagine. You'd think
Yeah,
movies and stuff, but no, I think it's comics. Like the amount of stuff that they do with as few people is
yeah.
staggering.
Yeah, you make movie quality stuff, full stories, and they have to
Yeah,
come out on time every month, look as good,
yeah,
as they possibly can. Movies are like, oh, 6, 8 months. I mean, it is thousands of people's work, but still, it's like it's intense. I was just reading the final issue of Captain America that you're working on,
oh, okay.
and I was
That's not the
looking at.
final issue.
Well,
We
no, the
weren't
final issue of the
canceled.
arc. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, there's a new arc, but
Yeah, yeah.
Skeety's art. I was like, this has been
Oh,
consistently excellent looking. What a beautiful book
oh, he's so good.
for 5 issues
Yeah,
consistently, and it was just like, what a miracle it is when that happens, like, when you have, like, a creative team on a book, and they can finish an arc and have it look as good as the first issue. It's
yeah,
just awesome.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I wish he could do the second arc, but he's already been drawing the third arc, which is nice.
Nice.
Um, yeah, yeah. I work pretty far ahead, so it's easy enough to kind of manage
Yeah.
artistic teams. But
You
Valerio's
got
so great. I finally got to meet him. I went to Lucca in Italy about a month ago now.
Mhm.
I finally got to meet Valerio and hang out with him, and he's just a great guy too. He's awesome. He's so fast. He's so talented.
Yeah.
And like I think Captain America's been not a break for him, but like Marvel knowing what they have with him, they put him in all the big event books, in which there's like
Sure.
a million people.
Yeah.
Whether
Yeah.
it's like Judgment Day or Avengers or whatever, like he's the guy.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
fill the
just being
page, every major character, every minor character, get them all on the
yeah,
page at the same time, and it's like,
I
ugh.
know. I know.
Some folks
So
like
I think
that.
it's nice to have like, oh, you're on Captain America, and there's obviously like other characters in it, but it's not gonna be like, oh, here's like 5,000 Avengers fighting Galactus or whatever.
Yeah.
That's
Y
that's Arc 4.
you may have 2 Captain Americas on one page, like that.
Exactly, exactly. That's easy.
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah,
I gotta say, having finished, as I said, the first arc, new team, coming up, including you, of course. That's, what's it called? Frank Alpizar
yeah, yeah,
and Delio Diaz,
yeah.
Suspense?
Frank and Delio is how we just keep referring to them.
Frank
Good
and
old Frank
Delio.
and Delio.
Yeah.
They are awesome. Like it's one of those things we were trying to figure out who the artist for the second arc were going to be. And look, I'm an asshole,
Sure.
as you know. Um,
Has been well established.
and the editors have a love-hate relationship with me. They love the fact that I'm very responsive and I work very far ahead
Yeah.
and I submit clean copy. but
Mm.
but they're probably just like, oh god, no, we got to run artist by chip. And then yeah, my editor Alana was like, well, there's these new guys. They've been doing this book over here at Marvel, and um, they were just starting some other project, and they're like, so we don't know, how they are with the timetables and stuff like that. We're kind of getting used to them. What do you think? I'm like, oh my god,
Yeah.
like you could see right away that they knew how to tell a story. they have like this beautiful, almost Travis Charest style rendering of
Yeah,
the characters with like a hint of manga in there. Like it's so lovely. Um, yeah, I can't speak highly enough of them, and we're so lucky to have them on this second arc.
that's great.
Yeah, yeah, and
Yeah,
I've already claimed them for more stuff because I'm like
good.
I don't want to let these guys go. Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
Um, Having finished the first arc of Captain America, I gotta say it's I, I don't know how best to say. It's
Mm.
not quite what I'm used to from you.
Oh,
It's a little dark, and when I say a little dark, I mean it's kind of dark,
yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah. I
You
mean,
seem to be in like
Daredevil is dark.
yeah, Matt. We're used to that. Matt's supposed to be
That's
dark.
true. Yeah,
Matt's miserable. You know, if Matt's
yeah.
eating a ham sandwich and having a good time, something's going wrong.
This is true. Means Mark Wade's on it. Ugh.
Exactly.
Oof.
And then but then and for whatever reason we forgive it. Like Wade's right. I know it's fine.
Yeah,
Fine.
yeah.
If he's smiling, we know
Yeah.
it's Wade.
No, no.
No, we love Wade. It's great. No, that's
Yeah.
it's it.
He's like
But
he's like
again,
a Make a Wish kid who has somehow kept surviving, and but we gave him the chance to do comics, and so he just keeps doing comics, and we can't take that away from him because that goes against the Make a Wish ethos.
exactly,
But
exactly.
yeah,
Like we can't revoke his trip to Disneyland. I'm sorry.
yeah, I know. Even though he's like 60 now or whatever, like
It keeps going.
yeah.
But yeah, but no,
So yeah, it's dark. It is a little dark. I mean, yeah, I
so's
think
everything. But
like so okay. So one of the things when I started thinking about the project was um, when I realized I wanted to do something kind of about his moments just coming out of the ice.
yeah,
Dealing with Marvel time means that has shifted obviously over the years,
sure.
and so he came out 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Um, when he came out of the ice in 1964, he only went into the ice in 1945.
Mm.
So that was just a short period of time.
Yeah, for the world to
Uh,
change.
yeah. So like when he wakes up, it's like, oh, the world's different in the sense that we won. Um, and a lot of the people I used to know are older now.
Sure.
Bucky's still gone, but like it wasn't as tragic. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
there's some tragedy there, but it's not high tragedy, right?
Yeah.
Whereas now, if you have him waking up, say in 2015 or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
all of a sudden it becomes a sci-fi tragic story
Yes.
because now he's in a world that is almost unrecognizable.
Right.
Like
Right. Yeah.
so much has changed. He has been flung into the far future, and everyone he knows and loves is dead.
Exactly. It.
So,
Yeah.
we did a whole thing about him showing up after the towers went down.
Yeah.
He wasn't there for the towers going up.
Right. He missed the whole thing.
He missed the whole thing. That's like Captain America is a tragic character.
Yeah.
Like his story is tragic. The outcome is tragic. Uh, there's tragedy kind of woven into the fabric of that character,
Right.
um, even in kind of modern day, because the tragedy is he wants the country to be the best possible version of itself, and it'll never be that because no country is.
Right. Right.
But he always has to keep trying, and so America will
Mhm.
never live up to what he wants it to be. Uh, on top of the fact that he has lost everyone he knew, and is a man out of time.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's it's dark, but I think it's like adequately dark for the
Right.
character in when you start to think about that sci-fi aspect of it.
Yeah, when you think about it, it's like it makes sense. Like when you decided to crack that character, when you were like, I'm gonna put my stamp on Captain America, you're like, this is you. I assume you got within the character and went like, oh shit, this is a sad guy, or at the very least, he comes from sorrow, or at the
Yeah,
very
yeah,
least,
it's
tragedy.
sad circumstances, and Captain America still smiles.
Sure,
Um,
but he's crying behind it. No, I'm kidding. But
but there's like I mean, there's sweet moments in the first arc, like Reed meeting him, and
yeah,
then the beat at the end with the Bucky toy.
Yep.
Um, there are, and him finding a home, right? And he finds a home with the Avengers.
Mhm.
Like there's some sweetness and there's some hope uh, within the character, and yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, not to say it's going to get lighter as we go, but yeah. I mean, he's a different character in the second arc because he's more adjusted to the world.
Yeah. I didn't get a chance to ask you this, and I'm sure you've said this in numerous interviews, but I don't watch other people's shows, obviously,
Fair.
famously. But what made you decide to get to Captain America? Was it like because Captain America is also your triumphant return to Marvel as well? So it was like you got, obviously,
Triumphant.
obviously they rolled out the red carpet, they
Yeah,
got
yeah,
the six string band
yeah,
out
yeah,
for you.
yeah.
But yeah, did you pick Captain America, or were they kind of like here are the characters that are open? Do you have a entry point for any of these guys?
I mean, going back about, God, must be about 8 years ago now, when CB Cebulski became editor in chief.
Yeah.
One of the first things he did was he sent an email to the contract writers, the ones who were actively working for Marvel,
Hmm.
with a question of what three titles do you want to work on if they become available? Like he wanted to gauge where everyone's heads were at, and like just to keep in mind for when they have to place creators on new projects, who wants what.
Right.
And so he asked for three, and Daredevil was one of mine. Captain America was the other. I won't say the third one because I feel
Who
like
knows?
that's rude to whoever's working on it.
Well, that's
Um,
true.
but yeah, those were top two right there. Um, Maybe because they're both like as close to human as you get with the Marvel characters, really.
Yeah.
Um, with that kind of sorrow and the struggle, there's a lot you can say with the characters. And just I was generally a fan of like the runs of those characters as well.
Yeah.
The Brubaker run on both
Oh, sure. Yeah.
is wild and amazing. And I grew up reading the Mark Grunwald stuff, kind of during the Cap No More, John Walker kind of period, which was mind blowing for me as a young guy.
Oh, yeah.
Um, and yeah, one of the interesting lessons I've taken away from that period now as a creator is, because I reread a lot of it to get ready for this,
Hmm.
and reading the letters pages
Oh, yeah.
when they had Steve Rogers quit, like it was 99% negative. Like
And that was the stuff
everyone,
they printed, by the way. Like, that
yeah,
was the
yeah.
stuff they thought, "Yeah, this should go in." But
And
so
they
you
even
can
they even
imagine.
mentioned they even mentioned like the editors even mentioned like this is overwhelmingly negative. Like this is we're printing it because this is what we're getting. But you
Yeah.
got to trust us.
Right.
And so like issue after issue, the letters pages were just relentlessly negative
Yeah.
and like just furious at them. And then as they kind of start to partly there's two things like when they start to tweak onto what they're doing with the story,
Yeah.
the letters become a little bit less negative.
Right.
And there's certain a certain type of reader that would start to really like the John Walker character, and so they started to like it.
Mhm.
Um, and it's such a great lesson to creators,
Yeah.
especially in a day of social media and like immediate reactions to things. It's like, oh, like they don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
They don't know what's
Well, they
coming.
yeah, they
Like, and so
can't.
you read an issue and you're furious that a character did a thing. It's like, well, it's a chapter. It's like reading a novel and you finish chapter one. You're like, I can't believe they killed this person. I'm like, you've got 20 chapters to go.
Yeah.
Like things will be revealed. Things will be, I mean, that was also part of it. Like, when Nick Spencer famously got, dragged for Hydra Cap,
Oh, yeah.
like that, I mean, that was another situation like that where it's just like, we've got a story. Like, if you
Right.
think we're going to make Captain America Hydra and like not undo that in some way or
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
reveal that it's not him, like it's just it's staggering that people still don't quite get that idea
Yeah.
with serialized storytelling. But also, I mean, it speaks to the passion of the readers too. So you kind of can't have it both ways. You want them to be passionate about the story.
Yeah.
Well, you got to deal with that negative because that's
True.
going to be part of that passion.
Yeah.
And more than likely they'll be pleasantly surprised by issue 12 or whatever.
Yeah. Well, that's the interesting part because, like, I mean, obviously during Grunwald's Captain America, or any run pre 2009, you're thinking. Well, hang in there because pretty much it's my book until I don't want to do it no more.
Yeah.
But in today's world, it's like, well, hopefully the book lasts long enough for me to finish my story before it gets rebooted or I have to,
Well, I mean,
you know,
also, like, generally
switch
speaking,
gears.
negative press is press,
True.
and the
Yeah. Yeah.
sales will maintain or go up. Like, I think the sales went up on Cap during that period, even with people hating it. Like, you'll get the letters page where I'm dropping this, but like they're not going to because they want to see what happens next, and
Sure.
they're
Yeah.
telling their friends, and their friends are like, "There's a new
What? That sounds
Captain
crazy.
America,"
Yeah.
and they gotta try it. So,
Yeah.
yeah, rarely does like somebody like sabotaging a character or whatever result in declining sales and a cancellation.
Oh yeah. Oh no. No, I just meant like in the current atmosphere of like short runs, or at the
Yeah,
very least, like not sprawling runs.
yeah.
Although obviously present company excluded because you had an or a historic run on Daredevil that kind of bucked the trend, so to
Yeah,
speak.
no, I beat Mark Wade by one issue.
Was that deliberate?
No. No, it wasn't. That's what's the funniest part. Like, I was thinking about it. I'm like, "Well, how many did I do?" Because someone said, "You have the longest run." I'm like, "Really?" And I added them up, and, I counted things like because Devil's Reign was part of the storyline, and, like,
Oh yeah.
there was a Daredevil miniseries that kind of ran with it.
Hmm.
There's an annual. So I added it all up, and it was, like, 61 issues. And then I checked Mark's, and it was, like, 60. And I'm like, "Well, this is perfect." It's perfect because I know Mark cares,
Yeah.
and I don't.
Yeah.
Which makes it the perfect
That makes it
joke.
even more frustrating. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think I was emailing him, he's like, "Well, I mean, if you count those, sure, but, like, I also did a thing here that could count." I'm like, "Mm, whatever you say, man."
Sure. Yeah. Whatever. Count them up. Let me
But
know.
yeah, I mean,
Send me an email.
obviously a long run, you kind of get a longer leash to do what you want.
Exactly. You can
But I
really
think
play with
but I
it.
think that's like, you don't open your story with your
With
main
Hail
character
Hydra.
doing something terrible and a new character coming in and replacing them. Like,
Yeah.
you gotta earn that. Like, if I had Elektra take over by issue 3, we would have been done.
Right.
Like, we just wouldn't have had the with the goodwill to kind of like do that kind of swap, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I think you gotta plan for that. I mean, it's hard to plan because yeah, you could just get 5 issues, you could get 10 issues.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I mean that's we think about like some really long runs back in the 90s or 80s or whatever, or 2000s, but there were short runs too. There were a lot of books that did not last.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. There were a few series I remember collecting and just like stopped. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I guess that's what happens.
I guess it's over. Yeah.
Yeah.
Force Works. Only like
R.I.P. Force Works.
RP Force Works.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's funny, Brent, you mentioned Elektra because like, man, that stuck around. That was a big deal. People are kind of people had that was a
Yeah.
moment that has persisted to the point where, you know, that's
Yeah.
that's kind of Elektra now.
I mean, I'm sure I've talked about it on the show before. Just
Oh yeah.
the fact that like the only reason it did as well as it did, besides Marco's amazing design,
Yeah.
is the fact that we kept it a secret. That
Yeah.
that Marvel didn't do any marketing around it. They didn't like who's the new Daredevil, like the silhouettes and all that kind of
Oh
standard
yeah.
promo stuff, which it
Yep.
just gets people angry because they're just like because they start to think like, well, it's going to be Danny Rand, and then when it's not Danny Rand, they're angry.
Yeah, because
Like,
they
well,
built up
don't
that
do that.
idea. Yeah.
Yeah, don't let them build up the idea.
Yeah.
Um, it's like doing a mystery over like several issues. Like that's hard too
Yeah.
because you give people time to really think about who it should be, and then they're mad when it's not. So,
Right.
anyways, yeah, that helped uh, a lot, and yeah, I'm happy to see the character kind of maintain that costume and that status quo.
Yeah.
Because I didn't think that was going to happen. There are always talks of Marvel like, "Oh, we need to get her back in the red, classic Elektra," and I'm like, "Yeah, sure." I mean, it's not my character; it doesn't
Right.
doesn't matter to me. Um, but I think the reaction's been so strong that they're like, "Okay, we can have a couple Daredevils hanging around. There's precedent for it. We got how many Spider-Men? It's fine."
Right. Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And it's hard to undo, like because it's a character progression. So to kind of put her back, it's a tricky thing. Like the
Yeah.
writer would have to come up with a good way and a reason for her to just go back to being just a standard kind of assassin style character,
Yeah.
um, which is always the hard part with these kind of comics.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah. Well, and it's funny, I was thinking about the idea of like how when you do a hero replacement or a character swap, and almost immediately after, like the creator who did that's run ends, they're like, all right, let's put them back, or
Yeah,
when can we, or how can we put them back? With Elektra, it's like, I mean, she is Elektra. Like, it's not like that's
yeah,
her superhero name, and
yeah,
whatever she's, it's you put her in red and make her wield size. We're doing that already in the Daredevil suit. Like,
yeah,
there's
yeah,
actually no reason to ever really put her back
yeah, yeah. It's true. Yeah, just change the DD on the chest to like E.
to
I don't
E,
know.
and you're all set. I mean, although I don't know if Elektra would ever wear her own name on her shirt, but
Probably not.
I see your point.
Yeah.
But tell me about your Italy trip. How was that? How Where did you go, and what'd you do? I know
Well, it was.
you hit some comic shops. You got to meet Valerio and everything. Like,
Yeah, yeah. No, it was kind of part of a. It turned out to be a bit of a mini European tour, just
mhm.
because things kind of lined up that way. So I did like MCM convention in London. Uh,
How is MCM?
Weird. It was a weird one. Like
Yeah,
I liked it. I liked it, but it was like it's pretty rare I do those kind of like fan expo-y kind of shows, you know. Um, and there were moments where I was like, I was so busy I couldn't see the end of my line.
yeah,
Like it just kind of stretched on into the distance. I'm like, oh Christ, this is gonna take forever. And then there were moments when there was literally no one in front of me.
yeah.
Like the rhythm of it didn't make any sense to me. I didn't know why that was the
Mhm.
case. Like it was a very good show to me, but
Yeah,
like there's these weird periods where I'm like, oh, it's so rare for me at a show to have a moment when there's no one in front of me.
yeah.
And so I'm like, oh, because I stay at my table. And so I'm like, oh, that's weird. And then like an hour later, it's like there's like 50 people in line. I'm just like, oh my god, like how am I going to get through it? So that was weird,
Mm.
in a good way. And then I did a signing at Walt's Comic Shop in Berlin, which was
Mm.
very cool. It's a very neat place because it was a comic shop that's a warehouse.
Yeah,
So it's not really it's open to the public like a couple of days a week,
but the
but for the
rest of the
most part they're
time,
doing like big mail orders, and they had like everything in stock. Like it was just clean, beautiful aisles full of hardcovers and collections. I'm like, oh, this is amazing,
yeah.
and everyone was there was great. Yeah, I will say it is very weird to be in Berlin signing a comic where Hitler blows his brains out.
Yes, yes. Oh, we'll get there, but yes.
That is a weird feeling.
I mean, well, I assume that, everyone in Berlin was probably like, "Yeah," like, they were thrilled
Yeah, I mean,
because
I didn't ask anyone. I mean, I'm
they're
assuming
like,
they're
"Hey, is this
assuming they're
gonna
fine
work?"
with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was more of a me thing. I'm just like, oh, this is weird that my life has taken me to this place.
Exactly. Yeah, that is a weird kismet situation,
Yeah,
especially given the project itself that caused that image to exist.
yeah.
Just the
Like that's
circumstances.
weird too. Just the
Yeah.
fact that I'm doing like, oh, if you told 10-year-old me, oh yeah, one day you're gonna be signing a comic you wrote, and it's gonna have Captain America and Wonder Woman together, and you're gonna be signing in Berlin, and there's a
Right?
scene where Hitler blows his brains out. I'm
It's
like it just doesn't make
No, it's an
sense.
oddly specific and
It's
odd,
oddly specific.
arrangement of things to put
Yeah,
together.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Life is
But
weird.
yeah. But yeah, so you hit Berlin, you got to do the warehouse tour, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
did that, and then went straight to Lucca, um, which is like this massive outdoor festival in like this
Oh.
kind of ancient walled city in Italy. Um, so it's lovely. It's overrun. There's something like I don't know, like 400,000 people. It's just like a crazy amount of people just like descend for this. And I was there on behalf of Panini, who kind of publishes Marvel's line and
Cool.
some DC stuff.
Mhm.
And I mostly was there kind of as a favorite of Marvel,
Oh,
because
darn.
well, look. I mean, I've been to Lucca before. I went
Oh,
for Sex
really?
Criminals when they were publishing in Italy. This is like going back 10 years,
Mhm.
and while it was lovely, it was a trip would not want to do again
Mm.
because it was so exhausting.
Well, and you s like you said, a lot of people, like, all on kind of on top of each
It's
other.
a lot of people, and the demands of a European show are different than an American show, and
Mm.
so it was very very tiring, and so I said never again. But then Marvel was like, oh, Valeria's going to be there, and they did a kind of an oversized black and white hardcover version of his issue 1 of Cap.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I gotta go. I gotta support that, support him, do this. Um, so it was great in moments. Overall, it was so draining and so tiring that I just wanted to die. Like it's again, everyone's lovely, but like um,
Yeah.
there's a bunch of problems. One is I don't speak the language.
Hmm.
And everyone's very accommodating, and most people have some kind of basic English, and I learned a few Italian phrases. Like every conversation is kind of the same.
Yes.
They can't really kind of get into it, the readers,
Hmm.
because they're kind of like, I love book, and I'm like, thank
Thank
you, and
you.
I'm
Grazie.
grazie mille. um, which it's lovely, but also it's a lot doing that over
Yeah.
and over again. And they scheduled a lot of signings, and I agreed to them, so it's my fault. But also, um, in Italy, it is expected that you do a remark or a sketch for everyone.
Oh. Oh, yeah, no, that's gonna add so much more time, and it's gonna be more exhaustive for you, sure.
Yeah, yeah. Like my arm hurt. Like I hurt my back doing it. Like because I'm just doing this all day.
Yeah.
I just started to feel better like 3 days ago. Um,
Oof.
and so we're just doing that all the time, and also because I'm there for the publisher, they lined up a lot of press. So like
So you
30. I did like 30 interviews. Like I'm just
Oh,
like
sure.
back to back to back.
So you gotta be on the whole time,
And
yeah.
I'm trying not to get sick, and that's so hard. And then like again, everyone there's very nice, but they always want to take me out to these big group dinners. I'm just like, I don't want to talk to anyone. I literally just want to grab a slice of pizza or a big plate of little spaghetti and just like go back to my hotel room and sleep
Yeah.
and work, because I'm also on deadline. So
Oh, sure.
I'm spending most of my mornings when I'm travel, like working until it's time for me to sign and meet people and do things.
Yeah.
So I mean, I've obviously champagne problems. I'm complaining about my trip to Italy,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's definitely not a vacation.
Right.
Um, and it was
It was
a lot
not
of
yeah,
work.
you were not just like a whirlwind tour of sex and hot tubs. It was a lot of
No, and I miss my wife. Like that's the thing. I'm
Yeah.
there and like I'm talking to her every night. I'm like, I want to be home. I want to be home with her and the cat.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean, some of the fun parts were I got to have dinner with Dan Jurgens,
That's fun,
which
yeah.
was super fun. I never met him before, so it's cool to talk comics with him.
Yeah.
Great to see Valerio. Carmine, the guy I did Batman the Night with, he was there, and
Yes.
he's a giant kind of presence as well.
Mm.
Um, yeah, so there were a lot of fun bits. CB Cebulski was there as well, and
Oh, great.
I I'm dumb, so I just said yes to everything without
Oh, yeah.
realizing what I was saying yes to, because I always feel bad that they're bringing me out,
Yeah.
and so I said yes to be a guest bartender at an event. And I've never mixed a drink in my life. I don't want to be around crowds, and I'm tired because it's at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And like CB had my back. He's like, I'll help you on this. So we were both guest bartenders, and he came up with the name of a drink, a Captain Americano, and then a bartender helped us kind of concoct what it was going to be. And
Mhm.
so I just made those for like a couple hours
Nice.
for people, and it turned out to be my favorite drink. So
Yeah?
I'm now like, I wish I could order a Captain Americano wherever I went, but no one knows what it is.
No, you're gonna have to say yes to another, guest bartend experience in the
I guess
States
so. Yeah,
and
yeah.
whip it up.
I'll have to go buy alcohol for the first time at
Yeah,
a alcohol store.
what is the, the alcohol store?
What is it?
What is the
I took pictures of everything,
Yeah, it's
but
all on
like
your Substack. Check 'em or is yeah.
like of all the ingredients, I could recreate it when I got home. It's like some sort of bitters, some sort of vermouth maybe,
Mm,
and then this weird Red Bull peach drink, a sparkling peach drink that was just like, it was so good. Anyways, I could
yeah.
go on about the Captain Americano, but
Well, we'll have to get one sometime. That'd be
yeah,
fun.
it's
We'll
good.
just tell the bartender, be like, "Just make it. You know what it is."
Yeah, but anyway, so that trip was like a week and a half, 2 weeks,
Okay. Oh,
and
damn. Yeah, you
and
could cram
so
all that into a week.
yeah, and so it was like, it was hard to get work done, and I was very tired, and yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So when I finally got home, just like, I'm not leaving home ever again.
Are you the kind of person who, like, at cons works, like, in your hotel room? Like, you'll because I've seen
Yeah.
like pictures and stuff of artists who are like have paper on the windows of their hotel, like just working. Like, are
Yeah,
you
I
the
mean,
kind of
I think
person who works?
artists have it worse because they're also taking commissions at the show.
Oh,
So a
sure.
lot of
Yeah.
time that's the case. Because I'm far enough ahead with my writing, usually I write on the plane ride there, write on the flight back,
Hmm.
and I'm able to just kind of like answer emails and stuff while I'm there.
Nice.
Um, but there have definitely been moments like if I'm gone for like 2 weeks, I definitely have to like, all right, I got to finish this script and send it in, or somebody's not drawing. But
Yeah.
yeah, but that's the benefit of being filled with anxiety about deadlines, is that I'm far ahead enough on them that I can take a week off and
Sure.
it's not gonna be a problem.
Yeah. It'll only affect you.
Yeah,
Seemingly.
exactly. I'm deep in the pit where I'm like, oh god.
Just got to plumb what else is left.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because
Throw that in the fire.
I'm generally super far ahead. Like on Cap, I've written past issue 13.
Oh, shnikes. That's awesome.
Yeah, and like yeah, all my other kind of random projects that I'm not allowed to talk about,
Uh-huh.
I'm pretty far ahead.
That's great.
Yeah, they announced this Wolverine miniseries. I've already got three, three, four. No, I finished it. I finished that
Oh my
series.
god.
Um, yeah, yeah. I'm 3 issues in on another thing. Like yeah, I'm. I got a real pace going.
Yeah. Oh, that's is that Weapons of Armageddon?
Yeah,
Because we haven't even talked about the fact that you're headlining a massive event again.
yeah. I mean,
Um,
I didn't know it was an event until I saw it
that
was.
sounds a lot like Devil's Reign, where
It kind of is, because like I kind of kept telling Marvel, this is where I think the story should go and what I got planned, blah blah blah, and then they're like, oh, like
sounds kind of big.
would you like to do it like this? And I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. And um, yeah, I don't like calling it an event,
Yeah. Well, Marvel
just
sure
because.
does
Well,
because
of course they do. They'll sell more by
New York
doing
Comic
it.
Con they were very much like, "Brr, brr, brr, this is a big event. Here we go."
Yeah, I mean, I think they were ecstatic the fact that again, like I'd already written like 2 issues of it, and it's not even coming out until like the
Yeah,
summer.
I'm sure.
Um,
Yeah.
and so getting to actually talk about a thing in public before they
It's
have to put it in solicitations is, I think, a fun experience for Marvel. So, I mean, it's an event in the sense that
a big story. It's got a lot
it's a
of
big story. There's big stakes. There's a lot of cool reveals and things. Um, um, I don't know what else.
you could say. Yeah, we'll just
Yeah. Like it's
well
gonna
because you're
be
so far
big.
ahead. It could
Big stuff
be
is gonna come out of it, which is gonna lead to
mhm,
even bigger stuff. So it's like calling it event kind of. Um,
a catalyst, you might say.
yeah, it's kind of yeah, it's a catalyst for like really cool things that are gonna happen.
Okay.
Um, and it's gonna look great. And
Yeah.
yeah, like I said, I think I just finished writing issue 3, and there's like scenes in there. I'm like, oh, I can't wait to see this on the page. So it's like, yeah, it's
Yeah.
cool, it's big, it's fun.
I assume you've heard the rumors.
No, actually, I haven't, because
Oh,
I haven't been online, so I can't.
oh, good. Well, that's good because it's good for you to be healthy and not
Yeah,
pay attention to that crap. But I've seen people are running with the idea that it is a Marvel Comics reboot, and I was like, is that what you got from
no,
that very stylized?
normally I would never confirm or deny things, because you just.
Yeah,
But like, I think Marvel's extremely proud of the fact they've never rebooted.
I agree. Yeah,
Like
right.
like writing Batman at DC when they were on their 5th reboot or whatever
Yeah.
was a nightmare, because nobody knows what happens and what
Yes.
hasn't happened. At some point, I
Uh-huh.
was like, so the Commissioner Gordon, did he actually get married and his wife is killed by the Joker? And the other was like, I don't know. Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, probably. Maybe.
Right.
Do you want it to be? Because like DC continuity is very much like, do you
It's
want that to
fluid.
have
Yeah.
happened? It's
Yeah.
very fluid, because of the last kind of reboot was like everything happened, but
Yes.
maybe it
Yes.
didn't, and everything.
Omniverse.
So it's that kind of feeling, which is like, which can be cool as a writer because you can just do whatever you want,
Yeah.
but also, it's hard to kind of figure out what happened and what didn't happen.
Yeah.
Like too many things happened in Marvel continuity. That is the
Hmm.
problem with working on a book. or in a universe that's been around for like 70 years or however long.
Yep.
Like you look up any character's history, and it's like oh they should be in
They should be
an
like
insane
60.
asylum.
Yeah. Yeah. There's not enough days in the week for all this stuff to have happened to them.
Like I think in one of my issues of Zdarsky Comic News, my editorial was about how writers need to respect continuity, and I talk about how if Peter Parker and Flash Thompson are going for a coffee, of course they're going to mention the fact that Flash had his legs blown off, and of course they're going to mention the fact that Green Goblin like blew up his apartment and framed him for drunk driving, and of course like when you start to list, of course they're going to mention the time he was like on the other edge of the universe with the Guardians of the Galaxy. Of
Right.
course they're going to talk about the fact that he died and got reborn as a dragon. Like when you actually start to think about all the things that have happened to the side characters, not
Yep.
even like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, like that's
It-
too much continuity.
yeah. You've lived a
But
life. You've lived a couple of lives at that
but
point.
it is like very much um to Marvel's credit, they've been able to kind of tell great stories and deal with the fact that it's all one continuous story. Like
Yes.
that's amazing, and I don't really foresee them. I mean, maybe I'll
Changing
eat my words, and I'll find out tomorrow. Like, yeah, actually, we're rebooting the universe.
that. Yeah.
But like, and I'd love to be the one to do it, obviously, because that's a cool gig.
Oh,
But
sure.
that's not what this is.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm
No.
excited for it, man. I'm glad you brought up ZCN because uh, Zdarsky Comic News
Yeah,
is as at the taping of this, the penultimate issue is
my
out.
stack, my stack.
Yeah, man. I am really bummed that it's ending, but you should feel so proud of having been a publisher in your
Yeah,
own right and kind of spearheading it entirely. I mean, it really earns the moniker Zdarsky Comic News, given that like it's yours. Like every part of you is on that is on every page.
yeah. I mean, I did everything on it.
Yeah, yeah.
Say for the last half, uh, getting the ads and dealing with distribution.
Yeah. Well, I
Um,
remember we talked unofficially at I think the previous New York Comic Con. We were talking about like the debut of Zdarsky Comic News, and you were like,
mhm.
"I need somebody to do like ads. I need somebody to take care of that." Like it's fun. I remember how gung ho you are when you launched it. You were like, "This is gonna be amazing. I got this, that, blah, blah." And then you're
Yeah,
like, "It's gonna be like Wizard." And then yeah, the next time we talked, you were like, "It's great. I could use a hand."
yeah. Yeah, because I just hit a point where I was like, I like getting ads. Like I like the yearbook salesman from in me from high school. Um, I had to get ads for the yearbook,
Yeah.
and I love that. I love
Really.
going up to people and selling them ads and closing a deal, like shaking that
Mm.
hand and like getting a check or whatever. Like, oh, I love it. I would have been a car salesman in a different world for sure. Um, I love negotiating with Marvel and DC. Like when it comes time to contract negotiations, it's like my favorite thing.
Really?
I know I'm
That
broken inside.
sounds I I believe you. That's not the broken part. I mean, obviously that's true, but I mean
Yeah.
the fact that you love to close the deal. That's really
So
fun.
yeah, so on this, it's like the first couple issues where I was soliciting ads, so much fun.
Yeah.
Like talking to people at the companies and kind of looking up who I need to talk to and like getting ads and getting people on board. Like very very satisfying. The part that it all fell apart was when I had to get the files from them, when I had to
Oh.
like get the contract signed,
Mhm.
when I had to like do follow-ups for next issue. Um, I think it was issue 7 where I forgot to get ads. Like
Oh.
I was working on everything else, and it came time to kind of put the issue together. I'm like, oh, I have 0
I
ads because I forgot to talk to anyone about getting ads in this,
yeah.
and it's super suck because it was the one where I interviewed Scott Snyder, and
Yeah.
so I'm like, oh, this is gonna get a lot of eyeballs on it because Scott's obviously a big name,
Mhm.
and it was like one of my. It was the only other 4-page issue of Zdarsky Comic News besides issue 1, and at that point I was like, oh, something's got to change. So I reached out to Adam Freeman, who's kind of
Yeah.
a guy who's worn a lot of hats in this industry, and um, he was keen to come on board and help. And yeah, it saved my sanity.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
But I'm sad to say that it's ending. Is it
I
ending?
know.
Do you want to say it's ending for now or is it over?
I mean, it's over.
Okay.
Um, there's a possibility that I might do like a ZCN special down the line when it feels like I've got enough content and energy to do it.
Hmm.
Basically what happened was like I kind of hit the point where I was like, I'd sit down to start an issue, and I start with the cover and I write all the jokes on the
Yep.
cover, and I was spending a whole day just staring at that page, trying to come up with jokes that I hadn't done before that wouldn't get me fired from Marvel or DC,
Right.
that wouldn't offend my creator friends. And I was like, this is getting harder and harder to come up with
Mm.
a new thing to put into this.
Yeah.
Um, and so, and then I would talk to my wife about it, and she was like, "Well, how much time are you spending on this?" I was like, "Well, I do a lot of interviews, so that takes a bit of time, and then the cover and solicitation, and then putting together the issue and figuring all that out." And I'm like, "It probably takes me about a week to do, like from beginning to end, a full issue." And she's like,
Yeah.
"Okay, so 1/4 of your work life is spent doing this." It's like,
Right.
"Oh, fuck." Once you phrase it like that, I was just like, "Oh yeah, 1/4 of my working time is spent on this.
Yeah.
That's not a good idea." Like, it makes money, but it's not making me more
Enough.
money than if I was just
Just
writing
working that week.
scripts and
Yeah.
drawing and like doing my actual job.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, the combination of things just kind of made me, and seeing what my schedule is like over the next couple of years, really,
Mm.
um, made me realize, oh yeah, something's got to go, and it's probably going to be this.
Yeah.
So
Well,
yeah, very
certainly
sad.
that's the one you have the most control over. Like the thing that you made yourself that has your name on it that you spearheaded, you can
Yeah.
say, well, if I stop doing it, it stops existing, and
Yeah, which is sad because like I genuinely feel like the market needs something like this. Like
I agree.
one of the good things to come from all of this is, um, my guy who's handling kind of ads and distribution, Adam.
Hmm.
He's continuing it in a new form.
Mm.
It's called Comics the Magazine,
Ah, okay.
and it's going to be coming out. He previewed it, I think, at New York Comic Con in Baltimore,
Yeah.
but I believe May. I believe May is the date for his full issue one,
Okay.
and he's got a bunch of talented people helping on that. And yeah, I'm pulling for it because I think the industry needs something like that.
Yeah.
Um, if I had more time, I would definitely do a bigger version of this.
Right.
But yeah,
Fair.
too
Well,
much time.
I applaud you, man. It was worth doing. It was a really fun endeavor. It, like, at the very least from our end, from the content absorption end, like, we liked it, and it was a
Yeah.
really cool, positive voice that was funny and irreverent, and spotlighted creators.
It
It
was
was just a
fun. It was fun
great
to
idea.
make. One of the I had a plan. My plan was basically to wrap it up in December and then launch like a full magazine,
Yeah.
like a
Oh
full wizard style
man.
magazine.
Yeah.
And I started talking to people about the idea of getting investors so I can have a staff to do it. And the idea was
Sure.
get the staff to do it so I could step away.
Yeah.
So,
Exactly.
um, and I was running it by a comic creator who's like, I won't say who it was, but
Hmm.
it was a big name who is very smart with the industry and finances and stuff. And he said, "What are you doing, man?"
Right. This is getting away from you. It's becoming a monster.
Well,
Like,
he's like, I get that you want this to exist, and I get that you think that you're gonna create a team of people that so you can step away. But he knew
can't.
me well enough to know I couldn't step away,
Yeah.
and it would end up taking up more time than Zdarsky Comic News,
Sure,
even
sure.
with the
Right now
staff.
it's a week and it's what, like 4 to 6 pages, and next
It's
you want to make a
16
full.
pages.
Well, yeah,
Let's
yeah,
just say.
16.
But yeah, like with a staff, like I would probably micromanage the hell out of it.
Mhm.
It is kind of like, whenever I've co-written a thing, it actually takes as long or maybe twice as long as
Then
if
if you
I
had just
just
done
wrote
it.
it, because
Yeah.
we're always checking in with each other and making sure this works and blah blah blah, maybe rewriting, and it kind of a back and forth. And it's like, yeah, yeah, I can't I can't do that.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I love the idea of you did the Superman the Death of Superman logo for the Zdarsky
Mhm.
Comic News logo. It's so funny. It's just such a just such a great idea. Like I love that. Like that's one of the things that I not to get too uh complimentary, but it was like, man, I love Chip Zdarsky for the reason that like it's just you make it seem so effortless. You have this really funny, irreverent idea that like really works. That's like, oh, that's the idea that would take me a week to come up with, if I ever came up with it at all. And it's
I
like
mean,
it's right there. I know that you make it look easy. It's not that it is easy. It's just
it can be easy. It can be very easy
no,
because
I'm very talented. Don't
no,
get me
no, I'm
wrong.
just saying like because I'm a fan of speed and efficiency.
Hmm.
Um, uh, so I was just thinking I had a moment this morning in which we're doing renovations in the house, and like I had electricians mad at the guy who's doing the tiling, and the tilers are mad at electricians, and they're blah blah blah. And I'm like,
Uh-huh.
I just walked in and they're complaining, and I just told them to stop talking. And I'm like, what's the problem? They say the problem. Like, all right, well, here's the solution. Do the solution. Stop talking. I
Right.
just, I need to cut through it so quickly because I'm like, time is money. Not
Yeah.
only is time money, time is your life force, and you're going to die at the end of all this time. Like, you have to do the thing now.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, like, I came up in newspapers, and newspapers was like a daily deadline. Like,
Yeah.
you had to do it as quickly as possible
Right.
because they don't send out a newspaper with blank pages.
Right.
Like
Something's coming out. Yeah,
something's
exactly.
gotta go on that page.
That's right.
And it's either gonna be you or it's gonna be like a house ad or something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah, like, I don't know, my favorite things have been, like, things that have kind of come together quickly. Like, the first few issues of Darcy Comic News were quick. Like,
Yeah.
when it was just, like, the 8 pages, I could do it all in a day or 2.
Yeah.
It's when it hit 16 pages, it was like, "Okay, like, this is
this
this is
is
a lot."
this is going to be a little more labor intensive. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I had a feeling that it was from your background in publication that got you that you were like, I could do this. Did you get the bug? Do you feel? I mean, obviously you
Oh,
did
yeah.
because you were like, oh, I'm gonna make a magazine out of this. Did it make you think for a second where you were like, all right, the magazine's not happening. Maybe I'll be a publisher instead. Maybe I could do that.
I mean, yeah, the problem is, again, the micromanaging of it. Like, I'm so hard to work with. I know that, like, I'm hard. Like, I mean, I've been very fortunate that the artists I've worked with um, are on the same wavelength as I am
Yeah.
for the most part, because I do tend to give a lot of notes on layouts and illustration.
Sure.
Um, but they're things that aren't whims that actually make sense, and I can justify them. And the artists see that and they're like, "Oh, you're thinking about this. Okay, yeah, that's actually a good suggestion for a change." And that's fine. Like, I was worried, Valerio would hate me when I finally met him. He's like, "No, it's great. Like, I'm working with another artist. Like, you understand
Yeah.
things. You're not
Yeah.
asking me to draw anything impossible," which a lot of writers will do because they can't conceive of the page.
Yeah.
Um, but it does mean that I maybe it's just me thinking about my how people view me too much, but I feel like I'm hard to work with.
Mm.
So I'd be a terrible publisher because I would just be like, yeah,
Just be in
maybe you
it.
change this, maybe change that, maybe change this, maybe do this
Yeah.
because of that. Like, it'd be too
Yeah. Let
much.
me just get it done. And well, but then you'd be at odds with yourself because you got the guy who knows it's got to come out and the guy
Yeah,
who wants to make sure it's, right.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it would be hard, and also just like, yeah, I would have to be so far ahead on everything.
Yeah.
Like, I'm doing a project right now, which I can't talk about, but it involves a bunch of freelancers, and I'm
Mm.
kind of in charge of the freelancers,
Oh shit.
and um, and it's hard. It's
Yeah.
hard. I was chatting with some editors last week where I was like, "Wow, I finally respect your position,"
Mhm. Mhm.
because editing and being in charge of a bunch of freelancers who all have different needs and different relationships to the idea of a deadline, like, it's hard. It's
Yeah.
hard. It's hard, and and sometimes the work isn't that good. Sometimes the work is great. Sometimes you just need some more thought put into it. Like, yeah, it's a tricky position.
Yeah. I have to ask before we wrap up here today
Right?
because I was so excited about it. You did the Wonder Woman Captain America crossover. We talked a little bit about it, but
Yeah, yeah.
hey, that was awesome.
Thanks.
How'd that come about? And where did you come up with the concept of having them be friends through time? is it technically Earth 7642, or is it its own universe? I have so many questions. We talked about it
So
on my show, and we just were like, I don't. Oh, the second we started pulling threads, I'm like, wait. So is it three Thanos' sides? Like, what's happening?
I think in so to go back to the beginning, like we knew these were happening,
Yeah,
and I was lucky enough. I was at the Comics Pro where
they
CB and
made the announcement.
Marie announced it, and I forget. I think I was talking to Marie afterwards, and I think we made bets on which creator was going to message her first to be a
Uh
part of
huh.
it. I think we both won the bet, but like it's funny because they were both just like, oh yeah, now we got to deal with the fact that everyone's going to want to do this, and like we got to like you know deal
Pick
with
and
some bruised
choose. Yeah.
egos and pick and choose and do all that kind of stuff. And like I told both of them, I'm just like, you don't have to worry about me. I'm fine. I'm busy. Like if you got something and you need me to do it, I'll do it. But like I'm very happy for everyone who gets to be involved in this, and I'm okay to not. And so went away, didn't think about it, and then yeah, at some point, Will Moss at Marvel contacted me because they wanted me to be a part of it, and they said basically they had Wonder Woman, they had dibs on Wonder Woman,
Cool.
and uh, I don't know if it was like negotiated on or what, but they had three characters that I could choose from
Oh,
to be paired with Wonder Woman, and one of them was Captain America. I'm like, well, I gotta pick Cap because like,
yeah.
and I think they even said that this makes a lot of sense because World War II and stuff, and
Exactly.
um, uh, so yeah, so I picked Cap. So then my thing was like, okay, what are the boundaries? Like, what can
Mm.
I do? What can I do? Like, are they all happening in the DC universe and the Marvel universe, some sort of combination? And they're like, whatever you want. And I'm like, okay, all right. So I can do whatever I want. And then I just started thinking like, oh, I'm gonna do everything. I got 8 pages, which
Yeah.
maybe in hindsight it was a foolish idea, but like I'm like, I'm gonna jam this with everything I want to see in the crossover.
Yeah.
Like I want to see them on the original Battle World, all of them fighting Galactus.
Yeah.
I want to see that. I want to see Crisis with all the characters. I want to, like, I just started to think of those scenes of just like everyone
Right.
involved. Um, so basically, kind of created a whole new universe for it, and a whole new continuity of like, what if
Hmm.
they always kind of existed at the same time?
Right.
And so, yeah, I just kind of, off to the races. I was able to kind of frame it with the World War II stuff and with Hitler,
Yeah.
um, which as soon as you throw Hitler in a story, it's going to be tricky, especially when you're dealing with two companies.
Oh, sure.
So there's a lot of back and forth on what I could or could not do in regards to Mr. Adolf Hitler. Um,
Interesting.
yeah, because it's like it's a big thing. Like I'm basically having Hitler kill himself in a
Yep.
comic.
Well, that's what he does. That's.
I know, I know. I mean, that's the thing. But like, I mean, look,
Oh, but
there's
you are displaying. Yeah, it's
I
it's
am
a tricky
displaying
subject.
it. I am, I think I found a good way to do it
Hmm.
in which you don't see the moment, but you get the sound effect, you get the silhouette. Anyways, like, so there's a lot to deal with there, and like the companies want to make sure their characters are represented accurately and fairly, um, and balanced as well. Like, I can't
Hmm.
have one character be, overly heroic and one character not be, those kind of things.
Yeah.
So yeah, so there's a lot of discussion about it, like a lot of revisions and kind of figuring things out, but it was all positive. Like, there's no point where I was just like, oh,
That you were
why am I getting
regretting the
these notes? I'm
decision.
like,
Yeah.
um, like even in like the periods, like the kind of the flash forward stuff of the different time periods, like
Oh, yeah.
you had to make sure both companies were like, okay, yeah, that would make sense.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, and like knowing Terry Dodson was going to draw it, who just beautiful lush lines, really
Yeah.
cool, and he got to color it. That's why it was so gorgeous. And I forget, like I think, like at the end, I think my direction was basically just like it's every character ever just kind of going towards this. I'll tell you exactly what it said. I'm going to look up the script just so
Okay.
I'm not just so I'm not like ruining any of this.
Yeah.
Um, because you mentioned like the three Thanos thing. I don't know how I originally kind of had that in there.
Yeah.
Now I got to figure out which folder I put in, Marvel or DC.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, this is the hardest thing I've ever had to do.
Well, I'm
Oh, here
glad
we go.
to
I
provide
put in Marvel
some
because I was
challenge.
technically working for Marvel.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, in the background, 100 feet tall, is an energy-filled Thanos. But it's like looking at a kaleidoscope, as there are other versions of Thanos surrounding, overlapping him. King Thanos, Thanos combined with Death, Thanos combined with Darkseid. That leans more heavily on Thanos than Darkseid. Um, yeah, that was kind of the idea.
Gotcha.
That it was
Okay.
like Thanos, but it was Thanos kind of like
Like yeah,
from
he's
possible other realities and different versions.
yeah.
Um, just because we were in technically a Marvel comic, so that made it
Right.
make the most sense.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I
Thank you for
mean,
that insight. That's great. I've always
yeah,
we were all really curious about it. It was it man, it's such a fun concept to see like, no, this is a world where they coexist, but also like watch how they change. Like look at how Wonder Woman backed up Steve during the Civil War. Look at
yeah.
how Steve was there during Crisis. Um was there any pushback knowing cuz I it was under the lid about the Superman Spider-Man of it all. And suspiciously, that was one of the things that tipped me off. I was like, in all the crossovers, I'm like, ain't no Spider-Man or Superman in any of these. But you did get to put Superman in the Crisis one. Were there any like they were? Oh, pull back! Don't put a lot of that in there. Or was it
No, no, I had
okay?
nothing like that. Yeah,
Wow,
I didn't
cool.
even know about the Superman Spider-Man crossover
Oh,
when I was working on this. Um,
I bet they didn't either.
no, I'm sure. I mean, there's so many lawyers involved. I'm sure they could kind of know exactly what they're going to be doing for the next few years, if
Yeah.
anything.
Mm.
Um, but like, yeah, I'm trying to think that. No, there were no restrictions. There were no like, stay away from this.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's really
Yeah,
positive. That's nice. That's you and I have talked before about the crossovers. And I remember back when we were talking about it, you and I had chatted about the fact that like you were like, I don't think it's gonna happen. Like it doesn't look
I was very
positive.
surprised.
But you were like, I want to do one. Like I have ideas.
Yeah.
I wanted to, and so you got to do kind of a really high profile story within the pages of another high profile story, which is kind of awesome.
Well, the funny thing is, so there's probably a lot of kind of left out when I first talked to you about it. But like, when I went over to do Batman,
Yeah.
I think one of my first questions to Marie was like, "Hey, I'm doing Batman now, and I'm just wrapping up Daredevil. Uh, um, I think the time is right for a Batman Daredevil crossover, and
Yeah.
I would absolutely draw it. And I would get Marco to, or write it, and I would get Marco to draw it. Like, it would be amazing."
Yeah.
And she was like, "No," but she knew at that point they were working on the deals to make the
The omnibuses.
omnibuses of the previous crossovers.
Yeah.
She's like, if we get that done, that opens the door,
Right.
because that means they can work together,
Yeah, there's like
on
there's an
that level.
avenue to do that. It's like, well, we have precedent of us working together in
Hmm.
collaboration.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, just legally, it's like a much bigger thing than it used to be.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
So yeah, I think it was quite the process to just get the all the approvals to get those kind of collections done, and because of that, and because both her and CB were kind of so passionate about getting that done, that made it easier to kind of get these crossovers through, which
Yeah.
is great. I
Yeah.
mean, it helps everyone. Everyone enjoys doing it. People, I'm assuming, for the most part, enjoy reading them.
Yep.
Comic shops like selling them. Like, it's definitely a win across the board, which is
Mm.
nice.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thrilled, man. I'm glad you got to get something that you even didn't consider, but
Yeah.
was kind of even more exciting in its own way because it's a team up you've never seen. It's a team up
Yeah.
that I think a lot of people were looking forward to. It's one of those things where it's like when they were doing them, in like '96, it was like, really nobody thought to do that.
Yeah. I mean, they weren't. I mean, it's hard to picture like them doing a full thing of Wonder Woman,
Yeah,
Captain America, because like the sales in those titles historically have not been like the top ones, right?
yeah,
Like, you
yeah,
go for Deadpool and Batman if you're doing a big thing, or Superman, Spider Man. So
yeah.
it's a harder sell for sure.
Right. Well, and
Uh,
you've mentioned, I think, the fact that like it's kind of a there's a math to it in its own way where it's like one helps the other, and with a Wonder Woman Captain America, like who's boosting the other at that point.
yeah, I mean, yeah, it depends on. I think I think those characters especially, like, have had highs and lows in terms of like sales and popularity.
Absolutely.
Um, Not as consistently high as like an X-Men or Batman or something like that.
Right.
So
Right.
yeah, It's tricky. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, the fact that Tom King's been on Wonder Woman for a while, like, I think that's really kind of
helped.
boosted that title. I feel like we're probably doing well.
I
Um,
think so. Yeah,
uh, and so that yeah, so it's a pretty good time for it.
yeah.
Yeah, the big thing with that was just the challenge of the 8 pages, like being
Oh,
able to
sure.
tell a complete story about of friendship in a whole new universe, bouncing around in time. Like that
Yeah.
was a challenge. Like 8 pages is not a lot.
No, it's
Yeah,
true. Yeah.
yeah,
I loved in your Substack, which I get like an update for every, time there's a post. When you were teasing it, you had this like little breakdown. I loved how you do this thing where there'll be a headline that breaks up the article. So it'll be like a little headline that explains what the next subsequent paragraph will be,
yeah.
but you'll also play with the format to make it more conversational and much more format breaking. And so it'll be like,
Mhm.
Wonder Woman, Captain America, and then it's like, will they kiss? And it's like, what? No, what?
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
but he's named Steve, and it's like that. What? Who cares?
I mean, that was very satisfying too. Just the portraying them as great
Friends.
friends.
Yeah.
There's no romance in there. There's no kissing. It's just like, I mean, I love kissing. I love romance. Don't get me wrong, but like, um,
Maybe it
yeah,
would have been
it's
easy to make them that.
yeah, it'd be some real low hanging fruit, I think,
Hmm.
and also just like the fact that like, oh, it's a female character, so she got to hook up.
Right.
We don't
Right.
have enough kind of top rated female characters, so you don't want that. You don't want it to be defined by that.
Yeah.
But yeah, just like that real like they're two soldiers, they're two warriors, and they have this bond, and they've helped each other over the years. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, good time.
Well, with the end of Zdarsky Comic News, which is
Mm,
tragic and sad, and I'm
yeah.
R.I.P. But with the advent of the next arc of Captain America, uh, what else do you want to tell people is coming out that you want to have them pick up besides, of course, subscribing to your Substack, which is still going strong and is still a hilarious read every time. It's like getting a text version of the funnies every
If,
week. It's
if
very
if
nice.
anything, it'll become more robust now that Darcy Comic News is no longer,
Yeah,
because I'll have
more
more.
graphic forward, a lot more
Yeah,
similar.
yeah, exactly.
It'll become Zdarsky Comic News in its
Yeah,
own way.
exactly. Yeah, what can I say? I mean, The Wheel of Doom is a one shot coming out,
Hmm.
drawn by Kafu. Looks great, and it's kind of a really nice, I think, epilogue to the One World Under Doom storyline.
Awesome.
That also kind of like starts to tee up kind of what we're planning over in Captain America and with that Armageddon thing, and yeah, so
Nice.
yeah, if you want to kind of know where Marvel Universe is going, it's a good one to pick up. The Wolverine mini um, is so much fun. It's so much fun. I've never had a chance to write Wolverine properly before. Like I've had him as kind of like guest star pop
Yeah,
up,
but you haven't had a title for Wolverine, right? Like this is your
No,
first
no.
jump in. Is it
Yeah, so
fun? I mean, he's Canadian. You must love that.
I do. It's super fun. And like my editor again is Will Moss, and he was just like, "Oh man, like he's like this feels like Wolverine, like
Hmm.
kind of like cool Clint Eastwood style, like
Yeah.
um, and yeah, he's it's fun to write that voice, and the project is kind of a lot of it kind of revolves around super soldier programs, which is why you kind of have Cap involved and Nuke is a part of this, and
Yeah.
some other kind of surprises. So it's like, yeah, it's a very satisfying story to write.
Yeah.
I think people are going to like it. I'm hoping they do. Yeah, and again, it absolutely sets up Armageddon. Like it's
Nice.
it's 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 the one when you hit the last page, the last issue, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, all right, I see what's happening.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's fun to kind of be a bit more kind of like playing with the continuity and the current going ons in the Marvel universe, and like picking up what other people are doing and doing stuff with it. So that's been fun.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you've also had like a hand in kind of helping the sliding time scale along with by way of Captain America, like establishing like kind of when things have happened and through the lens
Yes,
of
that's
that.
that's it's fun. It's fun to play with. Like like anything to do with continuity, it's both restrictive and you can get fun story potential out of it.
Exactly.
The shifting September 11th to happened before him coming out of the ice. That was a big discussion,
Oh,
obviously.
sure.
Um, but I'm so grateful that Marvel's just like, oh no, the story needs this. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And as much as we'd hate to believe, to admit it, it was over 20 years ago.
I know. That's the big thing. When I first started talking to them, they were like, initial reaction was no.
Yeah.
Like, no, no, we can't. That story means a lot. Cap was there, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what do you do in 10 years? What do you do in
Right.
20 years? Like, it's going to seem absolutely insane
Yeah.
to
Anachronistic.
have it like, like talk about him being there for it when it was like 40 years ago or something. Like as time goes on, at some point you have to make that switch.
Yeah.
And and
And we're in it now.
luckily the higher ups were just like, yes, this makes sense for the story. It's a good story. And um I mean, you say what you will about working in corporate comics or whatever. Like, ultimately they want good stories.
Yeah.
Like, if there's a decision to be made, good story usually wins out, which is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any independent projects coming up? You don't have to say what they are, but
I do. I mean, White House Robot Romance is just wrapping up. Issue 3 will be out shortly.
nice.
That was super fun. Um, and I've got a creator-owned book, another miniseries that I don't have a timeline for it to come
Okay.
out. It's almost done, like being produced, but I got to
Nice.
figure out kind of where it's going to hit in the schedule.
Cool.
But yeah, I mean, like right now, like I'm just pulling up my Marvel schedule, and it's like I've got an issue on my schedule for October of 2028.
Okay.
Like, like, like I'm kind of in pretty deep with Marvel right now.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
the sad the sad part of that is it affects the creator own for sure because
Oh,
I don't have a lot
definitely.
of time
And that's
to
all
kind of.
you, as ZCN has proven, right?
Yeah, yeah. So like, I mean, for creator own, like the big one that I do when I have a moment is public domain, and so I've been kind of poking away at the next arc of that
Great.
um, when I'm not tied up with the Marvel stuff.
Sure. That's
Yeah,
awesome, man. Well, it was great catching up. Thanks so much for
yeah,
being
man.
here, and
Yeah, thanks.
congratulations on all the work and progress and projects, and welcome
So
back.
much. Oh my god,
Yeah.
so much.
So,
I'm so tired.
yeah. Well, stay healthy, man. Thanks for being
Okay,
here.
you too.
Thanks for
See
watching,
you,
everybody.
Sal.
Bye bye.